Dude, Ivanka like literally abandoned the campaign 2 weeks ago, and now he won.
Yeah.
His own daughter didn't think he was going to win.
Dude, in the beginning of the night, people were leaking shit where it was like, people were trying to jump off. They're like, yeah, we think we're getting our asses handed to us. Everyone's polls just like, we're wrong.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Well, Nate Silver sort of got it right.
Really?
Nate Silver was at the end of the day, and that's
who else said it? Michael Moore.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
Michael Moore, who's now turning into a TED and here's Talk. Why Michael Moore got it right, because he's actually from fucking Flint and knows people who are voting for Trump.
Yeah,
it's like I'm seeing people on Facebook today. They're like, yeah, especially in like the backlash to people saying that it's Bernie or whatever, or people that are mad at people like me for saying that Bernie would have won, which he would have. Bernie would have won.
Bernie would have.
Hillary didn't win. Objectively, that's true. She fucking lost. Bernie would have won. So they're saying like, oh, Bernie wouldn't have fucking won. They wouldn't elect a Jew. You think that a party that ran on racism, which in their minds, I guess every single person who voted for Donald Trump, the only thing they liked about him is that he was racist. 1% of the time.
And also, so many of those people voted for Obama.
Oh, and what are you talking?
In 08 and 12.
Exactly.
And voted for Obama.
And what you were saying in the car,
racism.
The first guy who did racist dog
Goldwater was
the Jewish Jew, Barry Goldwater, dude.
I don't think he was Jewish.
He was Jewish. He was ethnically Jewish.
He wasn't Jewish.
Yeah, he was. Barry Goldwater was actually the first Jew elected in a primary.
Was he?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, you got to take it. You got to take.
There have been a lot of embarrassing Jews in government.
He's
Joseph Lieberman.
He was pretty
Eric
funny.
Cantor. Oof, that haircut.
Debbie Wasserman Schultz.
Ugh.
They would have never elected Bernie. But they elected all these other Jews that are in the campaign.
Yeah. I think, honestly, the best thing George Bush ever did was keep Joe Lieberman from being vice president.
My point with all that,
so embarrassing.
My point with all that is that they're completely out of touch with the people that did vote for Donald Trump. You can sit back and say, oh, I can't believe that America actually turned out to be racist. And it's like you have no communication with these
something
people.
else I heard today, I don't know if this is true or not, it's probably true, is that local news reporting, the budgets have been slashed so much, so the only places where there really are journalists are on the coast, and they are completely out of touch with what's happening in the country. I think that's what we found, is that the media doesn't know what's happening in this country.
That's what blows my mind, is all these fucking comics I meet that are talking about, I want to work on this pilot that's sort of about gentrification. It's you realize that 90% of America doesn't even know what that means.
Yeah, exactly.
They have no fucking idea. And there are some things that are kind of LGBT, because gay people exist everywhere. But there's social issues that are specifically bound to the coast and urban environments that you shut the fuck up. That's not a thing.
Yeah.
Microaggressions. How are you going to microaggress somebody when your neighbor lives fucking 4 miles down the road?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I don't know.
You can shit with the door open; they'd never find out.
Yeah, it just really does come down to, though, there was no, all these people, they're not making any money, their jobs, what you were saying, manufacturing jobs and shit are gone, and there was the two candidates, one is loves fucking, loves trade agreements, loves all this shit, is the establishment, fucking Goldman Sachs, whatever.
Her husband was in charge of NAFTA. I mean,
and yeah, Donald Trump's
her
message,
last name,
he's saying that it's it's fucking immigrants and it's fucking other countries that's the problem.
Yeah.
And she just doesn't even say anything about it. I mean, of course they're gonna fucking...
Also, in the larger, macro scale, the wall is significant because this is what's going to be happening more and more in the next 50, 100 years, is that there are going to be parts of the world that are uninhabitable, whether it's because they're underwater or because of wars and stuff. And Syria...
That is the other scary shit.
We're going to need to take millions of people and move them on the planet, right? And in Western Europe, in the United States, there are all these Trump-style nativist, chest-pounding, ooga booga fucking, liberal-ass... conservative, xenophobic ass, maniac groups popping up, and it's going to become more and more common. I think the only way to really combat it, personally, is I think socialism. I think actually having a viable alternative.
We fuck their women,
or we take the hot.
Yeah, no, really, the only answer is colonialism. We have to go into the Middle East, kill all those people, rape all their women, make them comport to our ideological values, and then let them duke it out with the same kind of partisan politics that we've had for the last 200 years or so.
You're seeing walls sprouting up not only here, but in a lot of other places. Israel, for instance, there's a wall with the West Bank.
Israel's a fascist ethnocracy, and they do fine.
They got Hooters there.
The U.S. could be like Israel. They have a booming tech industry.
No.
They have cafes, and they commit genocide every day. So I don't understand why that's such a bad place to be.
I agree, dude.
Yeah.
I think we're on
Jeez
something
Louise,
there.
dude.
Adam
Jeez
just
Louise.
shook his head in agreement.
Hey, you
I
get
did not
up in
agree.
the morning, have some hummus, and then kill a baby.